What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming to the channel. My name is Krishan Darby. Welcome to LC Darby Percussion. Today, we're going to be looking at a Yamaha Stage Custom, which is my newest kit. So, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share, and tell a friend. On to the unboxing. Alright, so here we are, our nice old Stage Custom box. It's a little beat up, but it's okay. The drums were not harmed. So I got a fusion configuration of this drum set. So the fusion configuration is a 20 by 17 bass drum, 10 by 7 and 12 by 8 rack toms, a 14 by 10 floor tom, and a 14 by 5.5 snare. All of the shells are 6-ply birch, and the finish is a natural wood finish. And obviously it comes with all of the lug nuts and screws that you would need. So here are the floor tom legs, nice and wrapped. It's nice to see considering how beat up the box was. In this box right here, we have the bass drum lugs and tension rods. And then we also have the floor tom lugs. So as you'll see later, the other drums came put together. But the floor tom and the bass drum are not put together. I'll have to put those together. But yeah, here are the bass drum lugs right there. And then we got our tension rods. About to pick up right here. Yeah, these are the tension rods, nice and clean. And then also we have our floor tom lugs right there. So under that we have the tom arm link. And this tom arm link is the it has the trifold top on it where you can add an extra link to it if you want. I like to add a cymbal stand to it and add like a little splash or something. But in my opinion, this generation of this tom arm link is lighter than the others, which is really nice in my opinion. You know? So now we got the 10-inch tom right now coming in put together. All of the heads are obviously Remo heads. Thank you, Remo, for giving us stock heads to work with. They came on the drum. I'm not sponsored by Remo, obviously. I'm not sponsored by Yamaha either. This is all purchased by me because I love these drums. Well, yeah, so it's a 6-prong tom. You know, we got 6 lugs that we can tune with, and once again, 6-ply birch, which is going to sound really great in the room. Then we have the snare 14 by 5.5. This is a 10 lug snare, which really surprised me. I was really expecting an 8 lug snare, but this is a 10 lug, and the temperament is actually really nice on it. Really well put together. Love the barren edges in there. And now we have our 12-inch tom. Same thing, looking beautiful. One thing I really like about these kits is the external arm link that doesn't drill into the drum. I really like that because it lets the drum still be resonant. So now we have the floor tom hoops, you know. Gotta have those. They're 6-prong hoops, which also was a little surprising. I was expecting them to be 8, but they're 6. And then we had the bass drum come out, so we got our bass drum heads, and our floor tom and our bass drum are still in there, but those are the last 2 things to come out. So here is the bass drum right here, and pretty much with that we got everything out. So this is a rough setup. There's no tuning on this, and this is just a rough setup of how the kit would look if you just set it up fresh out the box, and this is how it's gonna sound fresh out the box. I'm gonna have 3 recordings, 1 not tuned, 1 tuned. These will be no mics.